I'm Pam Chmiel, reporting from New York for Cannabis Coast to Coast News. Today, our guest is Peter Shafran, the publisher of a new New York City Hudson Valley magazine called The Other.
My name's Peter Shafran. I'm the publisher of The Other magazine. And we created The Other magazine basically to fill a crucial gap in both New York City and the Hudson Valley by treating cannabis culture with sophistication, with authenticity, and speaking to both experienced consumers and the canna curious. And so we created this after looking at everything that's out there, which is mostly industry and trade magazines. And our first issue was launched in October. It's available in every dispensary in our region, all New York City, Hudson Valley, all 9 counties of that. And basically, what it really brings together is bridging the upstate and the downstate cannabis communities. And we're in dispensaries, we're also in other locations. And in 2025, we're planning a series of live events so that we'll bring our magazine to those events. That will be part of our storytelling.
Having the magazine focus on the Hudson Valley and New York makes a lot of sense for people who aren't from this area because there's a lot of spillover of New Yorkers have their second homes or have moved out of the city up into the Hudson Valley. So it's a very much of a New York City vibe, and it makes a lot of sense to combine those two groups. A lot of New York City residents are in that area. So
And vice versa. A lot of people who live in the Hudson Valley commute to the city. The
oh,
other the other thing about the Hudson Valley is that the Hudson Valley is experiencing a boom that in agriculture and commercial products that this region hasn't seen in 50 years or 100 years. There are, besides the dispensaries, the growers, the extractors, all the adjacent flower adjacent and manufacturing facilities that have sprung up in these 9 counties, Westchester being probably the least of them, but Orange County and Dutchess County and all those other places up there are experiencing huge growth, which means jobs and money. Canna tourism is going to be huge in the Hudson Valley. It
yeah.
already is starting. And those are all the reasons that we brought this magazine to the forefront.
Are there different farmers up there implementing these different tour groups or some?
Absolutely. So, for instance, I'll just give you an example. Hepworth runs Canna tourism. I don't think they run it, but they are open to it. We're going to start exploding, on the scene as well, working with existing tour companies and also working on our own to start doing Canna tourism in the spring, summer, and fall of 2025.
Oh, so the other magazine will be organizing these tours and kind of expanding out into that area a little bit?
Exactly. We have a bunch of events that we're starting to work on now, live events, Canna tourism, um, and both in New York, and that's the bridging of the gap is getting people from the city up into the country.
Yeah.
So yeah, we have a whole bunch of things planned for this year.
Is there anything else that you want to leave us with that I think it's exciting.
Well, I'll give you my end point to my elevator pitch is we recognize that New York's cannabis market needed sophisticated, regionally focused media that reflects the maturity, the diversity of modern cannabis culture, and we live in the best part of the entire planet. More people smoke weed in New York City than any place else in the world. And we have the infrastructure coming. We have the dispensaries. We have the cultivation. We want to capture the full spectrum of New York's emerging cannabis landscape, and that's why we do what we do.
Thank you, Peter Shafran, publisher of The Other magazine.
Thank you, Pam.
I think I messed up. Did you know there's a place that covers all the cannabis news you need? Welcome to Pro Cannabis Media, your go-to for all things cannabis. PCM is the CNBC of weed, bringing you the latest news and talk shows with a twist. We've got 16 state correspondents and multimedia journalists from around the US and Canada.
Hey everybody, it's Brandon Jones with Big Green Distribution with the Missouri Cannabis Report.
I'm Karen Black from Greenfinger Consulting with the Arizona Cannabis Report.
I'm Amy Carter from Michigan Weedsters.
Andrew Behringer here reporting from Washington, D.C.
Debbie Fazy with the Canadian Toke of the Week.
It all started back in 2018 when founder Jimmy Young kicked off the In the Weeds podcast. His mission? Documenting the fight to end cannabis prohibition. Fast forward to today and we've got Cannabis Coast to Coast with Elena Pinto, delivering the nation's only TV-style cannabis news show.
Hi everyone, welcome to another edition of Cannabis Coast to Coast, PCM TV's weekly roundup of industry news from California to New York. I'm Elena Pinto.
As of August 2024, PCM has racked up over 1.2 million views and 14.5 million impressions on our YouTube channel. With 15,000 subscribers and growing, our reach is spreading like wildfire. PCM's website, YouTube, Rumble, Discord, Roku, Twitch, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, and even our very own PCM TV app. Get your cannabis news fix with Pro Cannabis Media. We're here to keep you informed and entertained. Stay tuned and stay lifted.